MF Doom whole discography has been full with mysteries and enigmas, and one of the most famous ones are the unknown identity of Mr. Fantastik. Mr. Fantastik has been featured on 2 MF Doom songs, one being Rap Stitches and the other one being Antimatter. The crazy part is that he goes hand to hand with MF Doom in this song.
It's made out of plastic, can stand a brown nose and nigga fake ass bastard. Admiring my style, tall bustin' in hats and plotting, playing the quickest. My flow's the sickest, my hoes be the thickest, my dro the stickiest.
Now, the crazy part about Mr. Fantastik is when you try to find his discography, you don't see anything, you don't find anything. It's like it doesn't exist, like he's not a rapper. And that's the weirdest part about this whole thing. So there are a lot of theories about who Mr. Fantastik is, so we're going to talk about the ones that make the most sense and the ones that could be the real answer. So our first theory is Rodan. Rodan is an old MF Doom friend and also the third member of his old group KMD, which was his first group when he started in the rap game. Also, Rodan is featured on the same album that Mr. Fantastik, and both tracks go back to back, and you can hear the similarities in both Rodan songs and Mr. Fantastik. The only difference is that Mr. Fantastik voice is a little deeper. Another thing this can confirm that this might be true is in Rap Stitches, Mr. Fantastik says that he's from New York, same as KMD, which started in New York before Doom moved to Atlanta. But there's not enough evidence to tell this is really true, that Rodan is actually Mr. Fantastik. It's just a coincidence, but if you listen to Rodan carefully, you realize that he doesn't similar to MF Doom. It's just in some songs that he sounds particularly same. There have been a lot of other theories, but those ones doesn't make sense. I'm not going to talk about them, but just to mention them really quick, some people say that Mr. Fantastik is actually Jay-Z, which is obviously false. Jay-Z is not Mr. Fantastik, come on. And also they're saying that it's another Doom friend. Other people are saying that it's even Doom but with his voice pitched down or different, but none of these are true, so I'm not going to talk about them in this video. But the theory that makes the most sense and the one that seems true, to say the least, is one that was posted a few months ago on the MF Doom subreddit. Just take this with a pinch of salt, because we don't have any proof if this is real, and we cannot see if it's real or false, so just take it with a grain of salt. So the post on the subreddit said that this user was an old friend of MF Doom, and he knew who Mr. Fantastik was, and he was going to tell us. So based on what this guy tells us, Mr. Fantastik goes also by the name of Pure Mathematics. So his other name was Pure Mathematics. He also gets a few shoutouts from MF Doom in some songs, like on Go With The Flow. MF Doom shoutouts Pure Mathematics.
Yo, I'd like to give a special shout out, Pure Mathematics.
Is the alias for Mr. Fantastik based on the Reddit post. Also, the Reddit post says that MF Doom and Mr. Fantastik knew each other before Operation Doomsday, which is the album where he gets the shoutout. So this makes sense because MF Doom is not going to shout out some stranger that he knows by the name of Pure Mathematics. So this is a small proof that the Reddit user is saying the truth. So what we can get from this is that Pure Mathematics or Mr. Fantastik is an old friend of Doom, and they knew each other way before Operation Doomsday, that is Doom's album where he gets the first shoutout. So what's the real identity of Mr. Fantastik? And the truth is, we don't know. Even though we have a lot of theories and information about it, we still don't know what the real name or identity of Mr. Fantastik is. And I think that's great. That's one of the best things about MF Doom, is the mystery around him, his albums and his features. So Mr. Fantastik probably is an old friend of Doom that did a great verse on both songs and turned out to be really talented, and that's what is amazing, how somebody that is that talented just goes under the radar and is so mysterious about it. So I hope you have enjoyed the video, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video, and Thanks for watching.